Hi, this is John Corey. This is the 2-Minute Surgeon. We're in Scottsdale, Arizona. Today's topic is, how do I know when it's time for a facelift? Well, I know how I know if it's time for a facelift, but how do you know if it's time for a facelift? Well, there are a lot of conditions that have to exist. Number one, what's the right age? Well, if you wait too long, let's say you're 140, 150 years old, you've probably waited too long, don't even bother. Activity, do you even leave the house? If you don't leave the house, what's the point? And then optimal financial conditions, like personally, when is my car payment due?
Hang on.
What? What? We've changed our thinking over the years about facelifts. We used to think really just in the drop, or the skin relaxing and dropping down. We're now thinking more three-dimensionally, which seems to be the catchphrase of everything nowadays. We really not only want to fix the drooping skin and the underlying tissues, but we want to restore volume in a 3D way so we look young and refreshed without wearing those stupid glasses. Most of my patients, when they come in requesting a facelift, they really still want to look like themselves. They don't want to walk into a room and have people go, "Mary?" Not really what they're looking for. They want to look more refreshed, a youthful, more well-slept version of themselves. There are three areas that we look at, as we talked about, with a facelift. It's the upper part, the middle part, and the lower part. And we can do all three, two of the three, or one of the three. But a facelift includes all of those areas. So we can talk about technical points. We can say things like, look at the side of the brow here. If your corner of your eyebrow droops down below the inside part of your eyebrow, it might be time to lift that up. What's your cheek pad doing? Does your cheek pad slipped off your cheekbone, and is it starting to go lower? And when it does, it causes that wonderful looking crease right there in my face. Also, what's your jowl area doing? Are you getting too kind of jowly right here and a little bit of this stuff right here? Your jawline, what does your jawline look like? A youthful looking jawline should be nice and straight, but as we age, right here in the middle, what I call that mid-mandibular point, we get a little ball right there. And it starts to drop like Times Square on New Year's Eve. That every year it gets a little lower and a little lower, and it's right there. That's another indication that it might be time. And, of course, the neck. People hate their neck, and that's the #1 place people complain about when they come in. So we can get really technical, or we can be real general, like, does your face look like a catcher's mitt? Does your face look like linen pants after a long flight to Tokyo? Or does your face look like an unmade bed? If those are the conditions that exist, it might be time for a facelift. So what's the recovery like after a facelift? Well, you're swollen and puffy for a while, so I would stay kind of out of the public eye for about 2 weeks, if not longer. You can venture out, but if you happen to be recuperating in Santa Fe during the Bloom Festival, people might try to mount a gondola on you. So don't go out too soon. So sometimes, if it's not quite the right time yet, a little filler, a little Botox will help in some of those problem areas if it's not quite the right time for a facelift. This has been John Corey and the 2-Minute Surgeon.